Now let's take a look at solar from a different perspective and a much larger commercial system. Franke is a large company that makes kitchen products, not just for homes, but for a few restaurant chains you might have heard of: McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC among them.
This is quite a building.
Thank you.
Tell me about it.
This building is headquarters of Franke Food Service Systems, which is one division of the Franke Group. And we came from some leased buildings not too far from here that we just grew out of. We decided we just needed some more space. So we designed this building that houses several Franke divisions. We have office space, we have this beautiful lobby, as you can see. We have a research and development center.
We're in the middle of Tennessee, pretty much, and you guys have a huge solar array on top of this building. There actually is quite a bit of sun here, isn't there?
A lot of people, when we initially said we were going to do solar, questioned, well, this is not California, it's Tennessee. We don't have enough sun. But for myself, coming from Europe, from Switzerland, Tennessee does have a lot of sun. If you want to compare it to California, okay, maybe not quite as much, but Tennessee does get a whole lot of sun.
Yeah.
And we will get good benefit out of it.
When we had a chance to build this building, we felt that we needed to demonstrate to our customers that we're also doing what we're believing in and what we're trying to sell. So we installed a 51 kilowatt solar array panel system on top of our warehouse.
That's pretty large.
After Franke installed the system here, I got to think about returns and cost of electricity, and I looked into installing a system at my house, which in the meantime I did.
So you're obviously smart enough to take advantage of the programs that are out there and the rebates, what have you, but did you tap into all of those resources for your home also?
Yes, exactly. That's what we did.
I see. Well, the incentives and rebates are an obvious part of why any solar system is a good idea, but really it really starts to bloom, and the best part is to see it in action.
TVA and your local power company will purchase 100% of the power your system generates, and they'll pay you premium rates for your generation. You still pay your utilities rate for the energy you use, but you get paid a premium of 12 cents per kilowatt hour for solar and 3 cents for other renewable generation sources eligible for generation partners. That would be the wind, biomass, and small hydro that we talked about earlier. Bottom line, you always get paid more than the retail rate for electricity. Well, that's a great deal. So if the rate for electricity is currently 10 cents per kilowatt hour, TVA will pay you 10 cents for each kilowatt hour plus the 12-cent premium. So you'll actually receive 22 cents for each kilowatt hour that you produce. What does that actually mean to your bill each month? Here's a hint. It's good news. I'm here with John Gunst. Now, John, that is it's called an array, correct?
That's right, solar array.
That is the array on top of your house.
Yes.
It's quite a bit up there. How much is that?
It's a fairly large system, much larger than you'll normally see, but it's 8.3 kilowatts.
And how much power does that generate?
On a typical month, 800 to 900 kilowatt hours.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, let's get to the bill. Show me what you got there.
Well, here's my electric bill from this summer, where I had an energy charge is $148, and the generation credit is $143.
So that means your bill was?
$5.
$5.
That's correct.
For that house?
Correct.
For a month?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. I know that TVA pays a premium for the kilowatt hours that you produce, 12 cents. Okay.
Above the base rate.
Above the base rate. But can that just go away at any time? Can they decide tomorrow that's not what they're going to do anymore?
No, I have a 10-year contract with my power utility.
Oh, wow. So they're locked in for 10 years.
That's correct.
Okay, well, let's assume that I buy your house. Does that contract end? Can I assume that contract? How does that work?
The buyer will assume the contract.
So I'll get whatever part of the contract you didn't use?
That's correct.
All right, and then the next question would be, if you move and want to take this, I don't know why you would because it's beautiful, but want to take this with you, can you?
Yes, I can, and the contract will stay with me as long as it's a participating utility with TVA.
Right, so you do need to check that out before
That's
you
correct.
start taking things apart and throwing them in the moving van. You need to
Correct.
make sure you're going to a utility that will accept the program,
Yes.
right? Is your house for sale?
No,
You sure?
absolutely not.
Okay, my last question, metering. I've heard of the dual metering, and then the other one is the
Net metering.
net metering. What's the difference, and why is one better than the other?
Net metering basically uses one meter to track how much energy you're consuming, how much energy you're generating. We use two meters to separate that function. And why we do that is for two reasons. Number one, first of all, we're going to pay you 100% of your generation at a premium rate. I stress premium because net metering doesn't do that.
Right.
They pay you at the same rate that you're paying for power. Secondly, we're going to allow you to produce as much energy as you want. It's not confined to how much energy you're using, which net metering does.
And it goes right back into the grid.
That's right.
Now, all of the incentives and finance arrangements we've talked about today could change over time, so you should always check for your current information in your area. It's never been easier to get into renewable energy, especially solar power, and the numbers are better than ever. So this could be your moment. You can learn more right now by visiting generationpartners.com or calling 1-866-673-4340.